Alright, we just wrapped up that whirlwind class, 45 minutes packed with information, and I really hope that you're going to become a better developer because of it. Now, I wanted to point you to my website. It's called fogcitylearning.com. I have a mailing list on here. I promise not to spam you all the time, but I have been writing articles and I'd love to share them with the people in my classes. Secondly, I have a Twitter account. I'm at TheRoccoB on Twitter. And as you can see, here's a link to one of the stories that I've written that someone actually retweeted. So if you want to learn more about Chrome Developer Tools, Google has a fantastic website for that, and that's right here. Now I know you might not actually be wanting to pour through a bunch of documentation on the Google website, and since you're a video learner, I thought I might introduce to you my other class. It's called DevTools 2017. Beginner to Expert with Chrome Developer Tools. Right now it's at a 4.9 with 82 students enrolled, but I'd love to have you there. And I'm going to provide a great coupon code as well as the syllabus for this class coming up. In this class, we're going to look at the Google Chrome Developer Tools. And they are a way to inspect and look at all the code that's running on a live web page. Now back in the old days, all we really had was view page source. Now this gives us a listing of all the code, but Google Chrome Developer Tools give us a whole lot more. So let me bring those up. So here they are, and I can do things like inspect this element and change this to hello students. Right? And then they change the code that's running on a live web page. Let's take a quick look at all the things we're going to cover in this class. So to start off, I'm going to take you on a quick tour of the developer tools. This is from just opening the Chrome Developer Tools. You can do it 3 different ways. We'll look at console commands and multi-line statements. One big highlight is we're going to inspect and change the styling of a live web page. Then we're going to look at how to view your changes and bring them back into your code editor. After that, we're going to set up a local server on both Windows and Mac. There's a very easy way to do this on the terminal or command line. After that, we're going to take a look at snippets and other ways to understand the changes that you've made so you can get them back into your editor. Snippets are an awesome way to run code on any live web page. Next, a really fun section is the Gui Style Editors. This is for if you want to change the coloring, there's a nice color picker, or if you want to add animations, there's an animations editor. There's also a box shadow editor and a text shadow editor. Next, we're going to look at basic JavaScript debugging. This is actually stopping the code and stepping through to see exactly what's going on. This is great because you can look at any other developer's piece of code and get an idea of what it's doing. We'll look at navigating very quickly through the developer tools with the keyboard shortcuts, and then we're going to look at cookies and local storage, as well as a bunch of tricks with using the console. We're going to look at breakpoints. That's playing detective and figuring out where to actually stop your code. So normally you would just put a breakpoint on a regular line of code, but sometimes you want to do something fancier, like stop when a network event actually fires. Then we're going to look at network page speed and security. So the network panel is where you look at all your network requests, and it helps you figure out where there's big pieces of code and assets that might be causing problems. We're going to do something fun. We're going to look at the reservation system on Yelp and figure out a way to actually hack that to get a listing of even more dinner reservations than they show you in your GUI. Then we're going to look at client-side performance monitoring. This is if your page is running slow or the animations are kind of chunky. This is ways to figure out exactly what's going wrong there. We also look at detecting memory leaks. And then finally, we're going to look at other browsers and a list of FAQs. So we'll hit Firefox, Safari, and Edge. And we're also going to look at common questions that come up time and time again on Stack Overflow. If you want to look at the detailed lecture descriptions, they're all down here. And let's get started.